Spring is in the air, and so is the expectation of a housing rebound. In less than a year, we have seen a shift in market conditions as interest rates have risen sharply and the cost of living has made entering an already inflated market pretty challenging for so many people. So will the spring housing market see typical activity or perhaps a muted season? Here with the market forecast is our real estate expert, Erica Reddy is here. We are ready to chat, Erica. Nice to see you.
We are ready to chat, Lindsey.
Okay, so let's talk about this latest report from RBC. It shows Canada's housing market correction is slowing down, they say. We'll hit rock bottom in the next couple of months. I want to know what your take is.
Absolutely. So I think as soon as you hear rock bottom, everyone's like, oh my gosh. I would argue rock bottom for Toronto is actually already in the rearview mirror.
Ooh.
Having said that, if we look at Canada as a whole, it's all going to react differently. I mean, Canada is so vast. So to put Canada as a whole, I think is challenging. But to look province or city specific, I think some maybe have seen it, some might be entering into it, but hindsight's everything. It's always something you see after the fact, right?
Yeah, let's talk about the Bank of Canada deciding to hold the interest rate last week. How does that decision influence the spring market?
Absolutely. So, I mean, it's safe to say, in my experience, I'm sure you would agree, the Bank of Canada is kind of the pillar that every buyer and seller looks to. And this is the first time that we've seen a hold in just over a year. So this is big. And I think this is the optimism that consumers need heading into the spring market, because they're looking to that to shape their decision. Now, with that in mind, I still think it's really, really important to be, prudent and super responsible when it comes to your finances. Spend within your means, figure out what works for you and your situation, and really look to, secure balance within the marketplace.
And speaking of situation, we have to talk inventory, right? Let's talk inventory, because according to the Canadian Real Estate Association, I want to bring a number to our viewers right now. Look at that. The number of newly listed properties dropped 7.9% from January to February of this year. Do you expect the inventory to pick up shortly?
I mean, I would love to say yes. All I say is inventory, inventory, inventory. We need more inventory. I think the spring is, for almost every buyer and seller, the spring marks go time. This is the traditional market that everybody works within. So spring and fall, if you say real estate, that's what people jump to. So we're just about to hit that spring market. And I think spring should, fingers crossed, toes crossed, every bone of my body's crossed, that we do start to see some more inventory, because we need it.
We do need it. We really, really do. Okay, what strategies? Let's talk about buyers first. What strategies do you recommend for buyers right now, heading into the spring market?
Absolutely. So I was kind of thinking, what are my biggest sound bites or best piece of advice? And I think really what comes to mind is patience. Patience for buyers is super important. And this can be hard. I mean, it is stressful. Really stressful when you're looking to buy. And the more you can be patient with the process and patient with how it's going to unfold, the better off you're going to be. Research is also huge. Doing your research, there's so many facets of purchasing that research is needed in. So research in securing your agent, research in the neighborhood that you want to live in, research in the comparables and what things are going to sell for. I mean, you cannot overdo research when it comes to the marketplace. And last but not least would be time horizon. So I think time horizon is really important when you're looking to purchase. And I always say, at minimum, I like to see people looking with a 3 to 5 year time horizon.
3 to 5 year.
3 to 5 year.
Oh, okay.
If not more.
Okay.
Frankly, I mean, I'd love to say 7 to 10, but I don't want to scare anybody.
Right.
But 3 to 5 years is really, I think, a great length of time to look at the market, and historically has proven to be a great time to be invested within the market.
And for people looking to sell right now, I mean, because there's not a lot out there, I mean, I would think that maybe this would be a good time to try to list, to try to get everything rolling, to get your house looking great, and to put it on the market, perhaps.
Definitely. I would completely agree with you. I mean, I think as we spoke about earlier, inventory is definitely on the low side. Buyers need product. I mean, we talked about them needing patience.
Yes.
Because they really, they need to know that they've got to weather a bit of a time storm. So yes, I think biggest piece of advice for a seller is get your house ready, get to market, and really seize the spring as an opportunity.
Go time, right? Oh, speaking of, it's our time to go as well. Erica, so good to have you in, as always. Thank you.
You as well. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.